Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, welcome to our ISKCON Bulla official YouTube channel. Today I am going to discuss Srimad Bhagavatam 10th canto, 35th chapter, text 10 onwards. Sthuna Sthula Varsadhara Munchantya Abrishu Avikshanasa Jaloghi Prava Mana Bhur Nadrisyata Natu Natam. That means as the clouds release torrents of rain as thick as massive columns, the earth was submerged in the flood and the high ground could no longer be distinguished from low. So Srila Vishwanath Thakur says, Artha Dasantika, that the clouds poured down torrents of rain in sheets as thick as pillars which flooded the earth with water. Due to the flooding, one could not distinguish the high land from low. Jiva Goswami Kramasundar says, the earth became flooded. The high and low places could not be distinguished. So in the next verse, 11 to 14, these four verses describe Brajavasi's surrender unto Lord Krishna. Atyasarati bhatena pasavo jatavepanaha gopa gopyascha sitartha govindam saranam jaju. The cows and other animals shivering from the excessive rain and wind, and the cowherd men and ladies pained by cold, all approached Lord Govinda for shelter. So, Shivaji Goswami Laghu Vaishnava Darshan says, the cows were shivering and afflicted with the cold because they were outside. Since the cowherds were generally outside, they are mentioned next. Since the women were generally inside, they are mentioned last. All of this was arranged by the will of the Lord in order to enact the pastimes of lifting Govardhan, to increase the prema of the people of Braja, and to show that the cause was Indra's pride. Otherwise, the cows and people of Braja could never suffer. So, in verse 12 it is said that Sira Shutanscha Kayena Prachadya Sara Piditaha Vepamana Bhagavataha Padamulam Upayayuhu. Trembling from the distress brought about by the severe rainfall and trying to cover their heads and calves with their own bodies, the cows approached the lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Srila Vishwanath Thakur Sarada Dasantika says, the cows covered the heads of their calves with their own bodies. And Srila Sanatana Goswami says, Brihad Vaishnava Dasani, another person has prasadhya with the same meaning. They took shelter of Krishna's feet, approaching very close out of affection and with a desire to protect him. This would reveal his unlimited powers in protecting the devotees and his affection for the miserable. Bhagavata means of the Lord, who is the object of great affection. So, in verse 13 it is said that Krishna Krishna Mahabhaga Tvarnatha Gokulam Prabhu Tratum Harasi Devanna Kupita Bhaktavatsala. The cowherd men and women addressed the Lord, Krishna, Krishna, O most fortunate one, please deliver the cows from the wrath of Indra. O Lord, you are so affectionate to your devotees, please save us also. The purport disciples of Srila Prabhupada Maharaj say that at the time of Lord Krishna's birth, Garga Muni had predicted Anina Sarva Durgani Juyam Anjas Tarisyatha. By his grace, you will easily cross beyond all difficulties. The residents of Vrindavan were confident that in such a great emergency, Lord Sri Narayana would empower Krishna to protect them. They accepted Krishna as everything, and Krishna reciprocated their love. So Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, Sarada Dasantika says, remembering the prediction of Garga Muni, Anina, stated by Srila Prabhupada Maharaj disciples. So the next, other purports, Srila Sanatana Goswami says that previously they had requested Krishna and Balaram out of fear of the forest fire. Now they request only Krishna. Only he could save them from this huge danger, or they had most affection for him alone. So in verse 14 it is said, Srila Varsati Bhatena Hanyamanam Achetanam Nirikhya Bhagavan Mene Kupitendra Kritam Hari. Since the inhabitants of his Gokula and rendered practically unconscious by the onslaught of hail and blasting wind, the Supreme Lord Hari understood that this was the work of angry Indra. In the purport, Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says that even before being informed that the rain was created by Indra, Krishna understood that Indra was responsible. The severe distress Indra apparently afflicted upon the residents of Vrindavan was an arrangement made by Sri Krishna's pastimes potency, lila Shakti, so that Krishna would taste the sweetness of their prema to his full satisfaction. For a hungry person, the pain of hunger increases the happiness he feels when he finally eats excellent food, and thus hunger can be said to enhance the pleasure of eating. It is stated that hunger is the thirst of taste. So, Srila Sanatana Goswami, Brihad Vaishnava Darshan says, directly seeing the people afflicted with fainting, Krishna understood, since he is omniscient and capable of destroying all faults and suffering, by lifting Govardhan, he would destroy Indra's pride and destroy the people's suffering. So, in verse 15 it is said, 15 to 18, these four verses describe Krishna's appraised the situation. Apati ati urvanam varsam ati bhatam silamayam sojage vyate asmavir indro nasaya varsati. Sukadeva Goswami said to himself, because we have stopped his sacrifice, Indra has caused this unusually fierce, unseasonable rain together with terrible winds and hail. Sri Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur Sarada Dasantika says that understanding that it was Indra's work, Krishna spoke to the Brajavasis in 5 verses. The fierce rain full of hailstorms was unseasonable, belonging to a season already past, Varsha Rutu. This is Sarat Rutu. So, Srila Jiva Goswami in Laghu Vaishnava Darshan says, Krishna then thought to himself in great anger in 5 verses, and the verses will be explained separately. Varsam Varsati is like tapas tapati. The plural indicates that Nanda and others, as well as Krishna, stopped the sacrifice, or it can indicate a show of boldness in Krishna in order to break Indra's pride. Indra poured down rain to destroy Gokula. However, he poured rain actually to destroy his own pride. So in this way we'll see this Govardhan pastimes. So I would like to stop here with a request to subscribe, share and like our channel and get the blessings of the Lord. Hare Krishna.